What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a new YouTube video. In this video, we'll be going over Facebook ads. I'll be going over everything from making the account, making the creatives, and launching them and scaling them. For some context, in 90 days, one of my brands did $1 million in revenue from TikTok and Facebook ads. At 10K subs, I'll leak my brand start to finish here on YouTube. So before even going into the ads, let's set up your Facebook manager. You want to press Facebook business and then you want to press on this website. So there's two different scenarios you can go about it. If you already have a pretty decent Facebook account, it's a couple years old and it's pretty aged, you can go ahead and launch ads with that account. To go ahead and do that, you want to look up Facebook for Business and it should come up with this link. You want to sign up and they'll give you a business manager. This is how the business manager looks like. On the left hand side, you can create pages, ad accounts, and everything you need. But if you don't already have a pretty aged Facebook account, that's completely fine, because inside our Discord server Ecom Club, we sell Facebook assets. As you guys can see here, there's prices for VM managers, profiles, even TikTok assets as well. All club members receive 10% off their orders, so if you're interested, it's down below in the description. So back inside the business manager, you want to head to ad accounts on the left hand side and create your first ad account. This is the actual ad manager, as you guys can see. This is where you'll be creating all your campaigns and running ads. And you're also going to need a Facebook page to run ads off of, so you simply want to go to pages on the left hand side and create a fresh page. You want to name it your brand name because you're going to be running ads through your store. Once you get the page and ad manager up, you should be good to go to run ads. Now moving on to making Facebook creatives, it's a little bit different from TikTok, but starting out with the three fundamental parts of a creative, you have the hook, body, and CTA. Now what the hook essentially does is reel in the viewer to actually watch the full video. This is by far the most important part of the video, because without a good hook, they're going to continue scrolling and not buy your product. Now what the body is simply educating the viewer and showcasing your product. You can do this by doing a lot of before and afters, or someone using the product, or someone even being happy with the product in their hand. Now finally with the CTA, which is also another pretty important part, is basically redirecting the viewer from the video to your website. So now since we got the three fundamental parts of a creative done, let's head on to making the actual creatives. So we're going to be making creatives around this one product that I ran in the past. It's a 1989 bundle. If you don't know what 1989 is, I believe it's Taylor Swift's album, and there's merch around it and people really love it. So to actually get content to make videos for this 1989 merch box, you can do a couple different routes. First, you can directly go and buy some UGC content. UGC is user generated videos, and you can get these off a couple websites like Viral Ecom Ads or Billo, and I know people that even use Twitter and find small UGC creators and they reach out to them and get really good rates. You're going to get really high quality content, but the only problem with this is that it takes a long time to get this content. You have to wait upwards of 15 days to get this content. Now another route you can go to is on TikTok. I do not condone this, and this is only for video purposes, but you could look up the product on TikTok and find plenty of videos of people using it. So if you're doing this method, you could scroll through, find some pretty good videos of people using the product, and now we can make some videos. Now when it comes to making Facebook creatives, we have a couple different routes. We could run image ads, video ads. In this instance, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make good video ads. But always remember, you need a good hook, body, and CTA. So let's go ahead and do that. So I just made a couple creatives. Let's take a look at it and break it down. So first off the bat, we have a good hook saying POV, you got the 1989 box, and it shows every single item in the package. Now if someone's a Taylor Swift fan, they're gonna stop scrolling and see 1989. They're gonna be interested in this product since they are a big fan. Now in this video, I decided to use Taylor Swift's song in the background since people who wanna buy this product like Taylor Swift a lot. And I also decided to have kind of like reviews, a compilation style creative of different people loving the product. Now you see this person's wearing this hoodie and she's smiling, and this person is like crying over this little t-shirt, so it shows a lot of emotion, and I really want to hit on that. And finally for the CTA, I have get one now before we sell out, and it has someone wearing the product. So really simple creative. We have a hook over here, we have the body of people really liking the product, and finally the CTA to bring them onto the website. Now let's take a look at this creative and then break it down.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. XOXO, Gossip Girl.
I'm obsessed with this, and it's super soft, and it's such a perfect size. $89 viral sweatshirt.
So when I was wearing this product, it was during Christmas time and people wanted to get gifts. So this would be a great gift for someone that like Taylor Swift. So I decided to target that by using Christmas music as well as a little hook saying POV, you got the viral 1989 box for Christmas. Right after that, we have a bunch of emotion of people really liking the product. Like this person is saying it's super comfy, it's a perfect size. She has a smile on her face. As well as this one is like she's really liking the product as well. And at the end, we have the CTA saying get one now before we sell out. Pretty simple CTA, but it worked really well, as well as a picture of someone wearing everything. It's really that simple for creatives, and if you have a good hook, I'm sure people will buy the product from you. But throughout every single one of your creatives, make sure you have a theme and you're targeting one specific person. In this instance, I'm targeting people that really like Taylor Swift, and it's around Christmas time and they would like it as a gift. So super good creatives. If it was more of like a beauty or red light therapy product, it could be more in depth, but since it was clothing, there's nothing really to explain. It's really a simple video of people really liking the product itself. So now, since all the creatives are done, let's go ahead and launch them on the Facebook ads. So for our day one test, we're gonna run a simple broad CBO. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. You wanna press create at the top and then sales, and then press continue. You wanna skip over this is Advantage Plus Shopping. This is only done when scaling, and I like to do a manual sales campaign when you're testing. Naming the campaign, I simply like to do the date that I'm launching it, as well as CBO, the campaign type, and kind of the product that you're selling. So I'm doing $19.89. We're gonna scroll down here and select Advantage Campaign Budget, and we're gonna select that as $50. This is gonna spend $50 every single day with a maximum daily spend of $87 if it does really well. Moving down to the ad set level, we're gonna select website, and you're gonna wanna select your pixel. Now, if you don't have a pixel, it's really simple to set up. All you wanna do is head over to the Shopify App Store and download Facebook app. And then you're gonna set everything up and it would make you create a pixel. Once you finally made your pixel, you can head over to conversion event and select purchase. Moving down, we're gonna keep everything the same, but for the launch date, we're gonna set it for the next day at midnight. Going down, you wanna keep everything the same since we are doing a broad CBO. Let's go ahead and add our creatives. So on the ad level, you wanna select the correct page that you're running ads on. If you don't have a page already, you can simply do this in the business settings. You're allowed to create a fresh page. Make sure it's revolved around your brand, so make the brand name and add your logo to it. Scrolling down, we wanna select manual upload and then single image or video. We're only gonna upload one video here. Depending on how many videos that you have, you can go over here and duplicate it and then keep adding more videos. I recommend 3 to 5 videos in each CBO, so go ahead and upload your media. So after you added your media, now it's time to add some primary text and headlines. Now inside the primary text, there's a couple ways to go about it, but since my product is a clothing product, there isn't much to talk about in here. I just did the ultimate 1989 merch box as well as this other one, but if you are running something that it kind of needs a little bit explained to do, you can kind of have a little title over here, have 3 benefits going down over here, as well as your link to the product at the bottom. It should look something like this. We have 3 benefits over here, as well as a link to your product. You can also add a review up in the primary text. Simply have someone talking really good about the product and then put their name at the bottom with 5 stars next to it. After the primary text done, you can head down to the headlines. This is kind of almost a CTA. You can restate whatever you want. I just did get yours today, sales tonight, and shop now. Pretty simple stuff. Now for the call to action, make sure you have shop now. And for the link, make sure you have your website. Now what you're gonna do now is, depending on how many ads you have, you wanna press the duplicate button over here and duplicate to how many ads you have. So if you have about 4 ads over here, you want to duplicate this 3 more times. Now, once you have all the ads inside the ad set, you want to simply duplicate this ad set 4 more times, so you're left with 5 ad sets. Now, once your campaign looks something like this, you have 3 to 5 ads in each ad group, and you have 5 ad groups. You simply want to press the publish button, and you should be good to go. Now, for Facebook, it does take a couple hours to get approved, so don't worry about that too much. Now, you want to wait 2 to 3 days before even tampering with this campaign specifically. Now let's head into the scaling section. Now we're gonna go over a couple scenarios here, starting with the CBO that you launched does really good. Let's say your break-evens over here is around $60 and you're getting a $43 cost per purchase. That's really good and you really wanna scale it. What you're gonna do here, if it's around day 2 or 3, you wanna bump the budget to around $75, as well as dupe this campaign over here once, and at a higher budget around $150 to $200. So Facebook is all about consistency, and if you change a budget from $50 to $200, it's gonna be very volatile and odds are it's not gonna perform as well. That's exactly why you wanna dupe the campaign and change the budget for a new campaign to $200. This way you're able to scale much more aggressively and you don't have to bump budgets a whole lot. Now let's say both these campaigns are performing pretty well. You want to keep bumping the original CBO around $50 every single day, as well as a new CBO around $50 every day, until it reaches around $500 daily budget, That means you can start raising the budget around 25% every single day. That's essentially a really simple explanation of my whole scaling strategy. It's essentially just duping the campaigns out at higher budgets. So now let's say you tested the first batch of creatives in this campaign and now you launch another batch of creatives and it ends up doing well again. You want to do the same exact thing that I showed you last time and it should do pretty well. Now that is essentially the scaling strategy. It's pretty simple. Now if you have any questions on the scaling strategy or anything that was popped up in this video, feel free to drop it down below in the comments and I'll answer every single question that you have. And that is one of the many scaling strategies that we use inside our club access. You get access to the whole A to Z TikTok and Facebook course, as well as all these benefits over here if you want to read them. I did also make another video on the TikTok ad strategy that I use and it should be right up here. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button because at 10,000 subscribers, we are releasing a big $1 million masterclass. So I appreciate you guys watching the video and I'll see you soon. Peace.